We are less than a week away from Q4. There are some big changes coming to eBay and reselling. In this video, I'm going to break down how I'm preparing for these changes. Shipping rate increases. This happens every year. USPS raises their rates a few times throughout each year, but they always raise it during the holiday season. This year is no different. The Postal Service just approved a rate increase for the 2024 season. It is going to be starting on October 6th and it's going until January 19th. These rate increases are across the board and they're going to affect Priority Mail and USPS Ground Advantage. With these rate increases, everything is going up. If you want to pass these costs on to your customer, check out my video here where I break down how you are probably losing money on shipping and how to calculate your shipping so that you don't lose money. The next big change that's coming to eBay is it's Q4. So people are going to be on eBay.com. Consumers are looking to spend money. Now, this does not mean that you're going to increase your sales. Like a lot of resellers think, oh, more customers means more sales. Not necessarily. It depends on what you're selling, and it depends on your pricing, and it depends on your offer. I plan to capture a lot of these buyers that are on the platforms and are looking to spend money during this holiday season by offering the best prices on items, the fastest shipping that I can, quality listings, and photos. One way I'm preparing for these sales is by getting shipping supplies now. It's going to become very hard to get shipping supplies during Q4. So if you haven't already, make sure you have a good stockpile of all your shipping supplies. So if you go out and source boxes out of the dumpster, go get some extra boxes right now. If you buy from Walmart or Amazon or any of the other distributors, make sure you order now. During the holiday season, you're not only competing with other companies and other resellers who are looking for shipping supplies, but you're competing with normal people that are shipping packages and they're running to Walmart to pick up those boxes. So if that's where you buy your boxes currently, they might not be on the shelf when you need them. So order that supplies now. I have created a list of my shipping supplies and it's on my link here. If you want to see what shipping supplies I use, I've also gone through and found the cheapest and the best shipping supplies. These items are not just the cheapest, but they are quality poly bags, poly mailers that won't rip and won't damage. I've personally used these items. If you're watching this video right now, there's a chance that Uline is still running their sale. I'm going to put a link down in the description for the promo code, and I'm also going to put it here on the screen. If you spend over $500 on Uline right now, they will give you free shipping. This is huge because Uline offers really great pricing on their items, but the shipping makes it unreasonable. So if you're going to pull a big order of shipping supplies or you've had your eye on some items on Uline, now is the time to go and purchase those items. They only run the sale twice a year and it's always right before Q4. So it's a great time to stockpile on boxes and shipping supplies. Another huge change that's going to be happening in Q4 to the reselling world is competition. There's going to be a huge amount of competition at thrift stores and among other competitors online outside of the eBay platform. Did you guys know that I created the ultimate Instagram bolo list? Be sure to follow my Instagram account for daily bolos. Thrift stores are going to get extremely busy in Q4, and there's a few reasons for this. One, all resellers are being pushed to the thrift stores at this point in the year. Most yard sales have wind down and most people are starting to run low on inventory. So a lot more resellers are going to be hitting the thrift stores. Along with that comes a lot of people shopping for deals for the holiday season. So not only are you going to be competing with resellers, you're also going to be competing with everyday people at the thrift store looking for those holiday deals. There's also going to be some huge competition outside of the eBay platform that you're going to have to compete with. During the holiday season, a lot of companies and big companies, Walmart and all your name brand companies, run huge sales on their brand new items. They are trying to get as much money as they can in Q4. And the problem is with eBay, every person runs their own business. So there's no huge sale on eBay that drives customers to the eBay platform. So you have to offer your own sales and your own competitive pricing. Another aspect that hurts the eBay platform during this time of year is the fact that there's a lot of used merchandise on eBay. During the holiday season and the gift giving season, most people want to give new items to each other. they're not necessarily looking for used items. So if you sell a lot of used items on your eBay store, you may see not as big of a bump from Q4 as a reseller who sources new items to sell on eBay. Also, people, when they're buying used items, they're looking for a better deal. So earlier in the year, your item or your shirt or your piece of clothing may have been competitive compared to the normal retail rates. But during Q4, when those companies and brands are selling their items at heavily discounted rates, your used item might not make sense for the consumer to buy. So you now have to go back through and make sure that all your pricing is competitive. Personally, during this time of year, I'm going to be running a sale throughout the whole time. I'm going to be trying to drive customers to the platform and to my store by offering the best rates available. I know that some of my items may be a little overpriced, so I'm going to run a sale on them versus going in and adjusting all of the prices to bring them down. I'm also going to be sourcing as much new items as I can. I know these new items are going to sell a lot faster during this holiday time frame. So when I'm out at the thrift store and I see new items out on the carts or being brought out, those are the items that I'm going to be drawn to because I know they're going to have a better sell-through rate during this Q4 season. During Q4, I've also noticed that ad rates on eBay skyrocket. They go way up. And I don't play that game. I don't adjust my ad rates because it's the holidays and I want to sell more items. I think there's two reasons this is happening. One, you're going to have a lot of people that need money for the holiday season. So they're these rookie sellers or one-time sellers, and they found an item around their house, or they bought a new item and they're replacing the old version of that item. And they're going to hop on eBay to sell that item and try to make a little extra money. The problem is these people don't quite understand how the ad rates work, and they don't realize that it's really going to affect how much money they're making. They also aren't in it for a business, so they're happy making a little extra money versus getting all the money. So you're going to see people promote at whatever eBay's recommending. If everyone keeps promoting at what eBay recommends, eBay's just going to keep recommending more and more. So you have to figure out how much you can afford to promote your items. Once you figure that out, stick to it. I don't personally change my ad rate throughout this holiday season. Whatever I've been using all year long is good at this point in the year. I source high quality items, I list them for fair prices, and I list items that are going to sell. This Q4 is going to be tough on a lot of resellers. We're getting pinched from everywhere. Thrift stores are raising their prices, there's more people selling, companies are going to discount their items, shipping rates are increasing, and consumers want a better deal. So as we feel this pinch, it is going to be tougher and tougher to sell more items during this Q4 period. You also have to factor in that this is a presidential election cycle and that could affect some sales. I don't want to say that the government has control over everything, and honestly, most people are still going to buy Christmas gifts and still going to be spending a lot more during Q4 than they do the rest of the year. However, it is a presidential election cycle, and that may affect some consumer spending, especially around the election period. Personally, I'm not changing a whole lot. I'm continuing to source quality items, I'm continuing to offer them at competitive prices, and I'm continuing to create quality listings that a buyer knows that I'm a professional seller and they're going to get the correct item. The big takeaway for me is I am going to make sure I have enough shipping supplies and enough inventory to supply throughout this time period. As it gets more competitive to find cheaper shipping supplies and it gets more competitive at the thrift stores to find items, I have a good stockpile that I have listed and I'm ready to offload. If you don't have a lot of shipping supplies and you don't have a lot of inventory, you're going to want to order that shipping supplies today. And beyond that, if you don't have a lot of inventory and you're struggling to find it, now's the time to go to the thrift store. It's only going to get more competitive the closer we get to the holiday season. So make sure you have enough items to carry you through that holiday time frame when everyone is out shopping. If you liked this video, check out this video here where I show you a bunch of items that I picked up at yard sales recently that sell for a huge amount of money. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.